Good morning, YouTube. I feel like I'm getting old because it's hard for me to get excited about a new car anymore. It's like the latest hybrid thing that goes really fast because it's a hybrid
Right.
and does the hybrid thing, or an electric car that goes even faster because it does the electric.
Yeah, but how fast are they going to go now?
It's all the same. It's just the
They're
same
going to have to
thing.
time travel, do like instant acceleration to, transport themselves to get any faster.
And nobody's doing any of the styling cues to, completely blow you away, like the Countach. Holy crap!
Right.
So that's what I'm getting to. New Lamborghini out, the replacement to the Huracan, which was a huge car for Lamborghini, the
Were you
best-selling Lamborghini
excited?
of
Do you
all time.
remember when that came out?
Sweet. Yes, it was like a beautiful evolution of the Gallardo, which I love
Right.
the Gallardo. That hit me at the right time, the right age, as far as being high school, and then this Lamborghini coming out.
Right.
Very neat. And yeah, the Huracan, awesome car, naturally aspirated V10, amazing noises, great looks. The improvements over the years with the Performante and the Evos and all that stuff. Really, really cool decade of Lamborghini,
Right.
along with the Aventador. Well, Aventador has gone hybrid with a name that's escaping me right now. What's it called, Jake? The new V12 one. I don't care. I don't care.
It's very sad. Maybe we are getting
This
old.
is stuff that I would really like want to follow and keep up. And the Revuelto, there it is.
Yes.
The Revuelto. Okay, so now the replacement for the Huracan is called the Temerario. Temerario.
That's probably not how
It's
it
a me,
sounds.
Temerario. I'm a gonna win. So gone is the V10,
Okay.
of course, and in its place is a hybrid, of course.
Okay.
Twin turbo V8, of course, because that gets all the European emissions
Right.
mandates. The
Check the
twin
boxes.
turbo takes care of the emissions because turbos naturally make the cars much more efficient, emissions-wise,
Right.
as far as making them compliant to things. The cool part, though, is 907 horsepower, and it does rev, that V10 does rev to 10,000 RPM.
Okay.
That's a lot, well, of course, the Indy cars and Formula One cars can rev twice that, but that is a lot for a production car, normal road car. So I imagine that sounds pretty dang darn good.
Right.
But it's a twin turbo V8 hybrid competing with other twin turbo V8 hybrids. Where Lamborghini was on its own with that V10. I guess at the time they had the Carrera GT and some others, but the Audi R8 was the same family. But yeah, that's what made this car special. And now it's just you look at it too and. I mean, what do you think?
I think that lower headlight hexagon area is different. That's a stretch. Those wheels remind me of your the Bandit type of snowflake wheels.
Smokey and the Bandit snowflakes?
Right.
Really?
They kind of look like that. It's very
Never
low.
thought of that.
All I think about when I see Lamborghinis, because you can rent them so easily in like Las Vegas, are these guys that rent them that aren't used to supercars and just trying to get in them and do this like weird, awkward limbo. And they just look so weird.
Lambo yoga.
The Lambo limbo to get into them.
Because I don't have very good flexibility to touch my toes. Like, stand up and I'm not sure if the camera's getting this, but I cannot touch my toes. But because of these stupid cars like the Countach, I have amazing hip flexibility to be able to squeeze them in here. And guys who don't normally have those cars, have to get into those cars, don't have that. But that's how my body has evolved over the years, where my hamstrings are as tight as a drum.
Do you have to drive barefoot ever? Because your feet are kind of not small
It depends
enough?
on the shoes.
Yeah.
Like the shoes I'm wearing right now are actually pretty terrible for driving manual transmission cars because they're pretty wide. But no, I don't have that big of feet.
Yeah.
And yeah, that translates to other things, the size of my feet. What am I doing?
I mean, it does
Hold on.
sometimes.
Hold on.
It can. If a man is uncomfortable talking about his foot size, then it can translate.
It's the kidney stone talking. It's the little evil kidney stone that just keeps. It's the things want to come out. I'm just angry. Hello. Yeah. So.
So are you happy about the styling, or did they not take any risks with it?
It is not. It looks sort of to me like a McLaren or a Ferrari. It doesn't look like, I don't look at this thing, like, of course there's that hexagon light, which is very Lamborghini, but it doesn't look like bold and crazy. And Temerario is supposed to mean like rash and foolish, like a rash, foolish crazy person
Right.
is what the name comes from. I think it's Spanish, like a lot of things coming from Lamborghini, where they get their names. But there's nothing really rash or foolish or crazy about it, and I think that's the big problem with Lamborghinis. Like nowadays,
Right.
Revuelto's sort of subdued compared to the Aventador, which looked crazy. The Murcielago looked crazy. The Diablo, crazy looking. The Countach, the craziest looking one of them all. But still, every successive generation was just a jaw dropping
Right.
evolution.
Right. Well, it looks very minimalistic, which may be a new trend you see with the Cybertruck, which is very minimalistic. Architecture is very minimalistic these days, and I think this Lamborghini is following that suit.
Right, 0 to 60, 2.7 seconds, top speed 213 miles per hour, 3,700 pounds. So even though it's a hybrid, they're able to keep the weight kind of reasonable, not like the new M5 that's 6,000 pounds. And then it does have an electric-only mode where it can go some miles with 187 horsepower, probably 20, 30 miles. Yeah, it's a plug-in hybrid. So yeah, you'll have a new thing to flip on the binnacle there from Strada and Corsa and Sport and all that stuff. And now you'll have like a city button to make it into electric car, an EV only.
So thumbs up or thumbs down?
I was expecting, when I heard it was going to be a twin turbo V8 hybrid, I was expecting much worse. I'm not turned off by the styling, which in this day and age, like, that's a big win for me.
Right.
But yeah, I am turning into an old man going, give me my Gallardo. That's an old-timey Lamborghini. It's very, very sad. But I feel like that this is just going to be lost in the noise of every other now supercar is a hybrid twin turbo V8.
Of course.
And the person who continues to not do that, I think will be the winner, who will continue on with naturally aspirated, loud engines, manual transmissions. Whoever keeps doing that the longest, which it seems like Porsche might be the one.
Yeah.
They'll probably be the winners in this. But
do you think Lamborghini is going to go all electric at any point?
Shut your mouth. So, speaking of twin turbo V8s, McLaren.
Yes.
They've been doing that for a very long time. They've got hybrid. They were the first of the hypercar holy trinity with the McLaren P1. That was pretty cool, along with the LaFerrari and the
pretty cool. That was amazing.
Porsche 918. Right. So McLaren has been building, very special, expensive cars for a long time. They've had a hard time building special cars for a very long time. Is what I was trying to say. But then the little Keystone starts talking. Yes, they are looking for a brand partner.
Oh.
So they're looking for someone to come in and be like, it's like, we're done building only these expensive cars that they're having trouble selling. Because I think their cheapest one is $250,000.
A lot, right.
And they've struggled. They're on the struggle bus forever. They've sold off their beautiful McLaren facility and leased it back to themselves to fundraise. Like, you hear all kinds of bad financial woes with McLaren, but now they are looking like they are like putting out a want ad, like a creepy dude in the newspaper, like looking for a woman, or I guess people don't do that anymore, but they are out there actively looking for a mate.
Swiping on Tinder right now.
Basically, so they want somebody that's going to help them with technology and platform sharing, sort of like so many other brands. Lamborghini being one of them, where they can share, like Lamborghini shares with Audi or Volkswagen, and boom, you have the Urus.
Right.
You have the R8 and the Huracan on the same platform, which I guess is not the case anymore because the R8's gone. But they want to build that $150,000-ish SUV, something that they can design and breathe on all that stuff, slap a McLaren badge on, and sell a bunch of them to make money. Because it's time for us to make money.
That's the point. They deserve it. They've had such a long history of building amazing winning cars, beautiful cars, and now they deserve to make a little bit of money.
I suppose, but the part of the charm is, and the best part of the Lamborghini's era in company history is when they were losing money and almost going bankrupt and getting bailed out. And the same goes with Ferrari. All these automakers are pushing the envelope.
They try harder with their design cues and their innovation if they are drowning to kind of get the name out there and get that spark relit, or they can go for kind of a bailout.
I just see them diluting the brand because already they're trying to, like we're special. Look, look at us. Look what we're building. And they're already struggling with that because they continually improve the cars, and it's like the next model of computer or fax machine where the 675 becomes the 720, 765, and it's all numbers and things where it's not like the McLaren Awesome and the McLaren
Right.
Extra Amazing Awesome.
Yeah.
They're numbers and letters, and it's MP412C. They had the Senna, of
amazing.
course, but then the
Right.
Artura. They're working on it.
Yeah.
They're working on trying to be a little more
It
creative
just
with their
reminds
names.
me of golf balls. After I know it's so sorry, but they keep trying to make them better and faster and faster. And these are super fast, super duper 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 fast. And you're going to get to a point where you can't build something better and faster. So maybe partnering for the masses is the right choice.
So who is the right partner for McLaren?
Well, I think they should co-partner with Tavares.
Freddie?
Yeah.
He's not building cars. What platform does he have?
Come on. He's got a fantastic platform.
I'm talking about an automaker. I'm talking like
Tavares.
Chevrolet.
Exactly.
Here's the Chevy Equinox, and make a McLaren SUV out of that. I don't
They're going to
know.
go bankrupt.
Well, so who doesn't have a performance wing? Because Stellantis has their performance cars. Chevy,
Right.
their Corvette, they don't want to help McLaren out.
No.
Ford, no, they're not going to help McLaren out.
Yeah.
So what automaker that is in decent shape could come help? I think this could be Mercedes again.
Really?
Even though Mercedes has their own performance cars,
That would be sexy.
I think that is the relationship that could happen again. And I have an example from the previous one with the McLaren SLR Mercedes.
Yeah.
But it'd be very easy for them to just say, okay, here is the Mercedes EQS, here's the Mercedes GL.
Right.
Once again, I don't keep up with the crap anymore because I GLC, GLD, GLB.
There's a lot.
SLC. What? I'm old
That would be really cool.
and I'm grouchy because the kidney stone, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but that would probably be the move. But it's McLaren groveling at the feet. Like literally, the CEO is out doing a presser saying, "Somebody, please, please, take me out."
And they should be helped by Mercedes and Tavares.
It was kind of like
the rescue.
It was kind of like how I approached you, right?
That I needed help. Yes.
No, that I was like, please. No, not really. She actually was the one making the pass at me, which I know nobody believes that, but it is true. You would think I was groveling at her feet like McLaren to big automaker. No, hey, I like you.
How could you not?
Thank you so much for watching.